So, today we're going to look at something that could totally upend how businesses handle their money. I mean, it might just make the old school bank account a thing of the past. Forget everything you think you know about banking, because what we're talking about is a true, all in one financial command center. Okay, take a look at this. At first glance, you might just see a crypto wallet, right? Nothing special. But what if I told you that this one screen, this one interface, is the key to an entirely new way of running a business? We're going to unpack this piece by piece to get at that huge question you see on the screen. Is this the actual future of business finance? All right, first things first, let's start by decoding the assets. You gotta understand, this isn't just one big pile of digital cash. To really get what the system is doing, you have to understand the different kinds of money it's holding. So right away, the interface shows us balances for TRX, which is Tron, SOL for Solana, and USDT, which is Tether. Now, for anyone who's not deep in this world, TRX and Solana are cryptocurrencies. They're known for being super fast. USDT, on the other hand, is what we call a stablecoin. But the real insight here isn't just what they are, it's why this specific combination is here. This is a very deliberate, very strategic mix. And this slide just lays out that strategy perfectly. You've basically got two different buckets of money. In one bucket, you have your volatile assets. That's the TRX and Solana. Their value goes up, it goes down. You might hold on to those hoping for some growth, right? But then you have the other bucket. And in that one is USDT, the stablecoin. It's built to stay locked to the US dollar. That gives it, well, stability. And for any real business, that stability is absolutely non-negotiable. I mean, think about it. You need it for the really critical stuff, like making payroll or paying your suppliers. You just can't risk paying your employees with something that could tank and be worth 20% less by tomorrow morning. That's exactly why stablecoins like USDT are the operational backbone of a system like this. Okay, so let's follow the clues and move on to the next layer of this thing. We're now looking at something called master wallets, and it really seems like these are the heart of the entire system. But here is where it gets really interesting. It doesn't just say master wallet. It lists master wallet 1 and master wallet 2. So you got to ask yourself, why would a company need more than one? This isn't just a random choice. It points to a very organized, very deliberate strategy. So think of a master wallet as the company's main digital treasury. It's the central pot where every dollar, every payment lands first. So why two of them? Well, it allows for some powerful organization. You can segregate your funds. Maybe Master Wallet 1 is for all your operational revenue, while Master Wallet 2 is for investment capital, or maybe one for each major project. The point is you can create these really clear financial boundaries all inside one system. And this makes it so easy to picture the actual workflow, right? A client payment comes in and zap, it lands in the correct master wallet. From there, the finance team can slide the exact amount needed for this month's salaries into a dedicated payroll wallet. And then boom, the payments go out to all the employees. It's just a super clean, direct, and traceable flow of money. Now, this is the part where we need to zoom out a bit. Because when you look at all these pieces, it's obvious this system is for a lot more than just storing digital money. This is an active system for running a business. And the proof is right there in front of us, in the navigation menu. I mean, look at these labels. Payroll wallets, supplier wallets, and even terminal wallets, which are probably for things like point-of-sale terminals in a shop. This isn't a digital safe. This is a dashboard that's custom-built to manage the real day-to-day cash flow of a company. And that really brings us to the core idea here. This isn't just a wallet. The person who built this said it best. It's a full-blown financial operating system. Every single feature we've seen isn't designed for just sitting on money. It's designed for actively using that money to run the business. Oh, and here's the real game changer for anyone who's ever had to do bookkeeping or face an audit. Every single move is tracked. See that recent transactions log? It provides a crystal clear, unchangeable audit trail. It turns what used to be a mountain of invoices and bank statements into a simple, searchable log. We're talking complete top-to-bottom transparency. So what happens when you put all these pieces together? You've got the strategic mix of assets, you've got the master wallets for organization, and you've got this purpose-built operating system. What does it all really mean? Well, it points to a pretty massive shift in thinking. What we're really looking at here is a move away from relying on a bunch of different external banks and toward running your own in-house financial command center. And the benefits are pretty hard to argue with, right? You get total centralized control from one place.
You can separate your funds for specific purposes, which is huge for budgeting. You have a perfect audit trail for everything. And on top of all that, you can often make faster and way cheaper payments, especially internationally.
And all this evidence, all these features and benefits, it really all builds up to one final, huge, and kind of provocative question about what's next. So let me leave you with this. If you could run your business's finances with this much control, this much transparency, and this kind of efficiency, would you even need a traditional bank anymore? It's a really powerful question and definitely something to think about.